Hi everyone, Claire here, and today I'm here with a quick vlog. Not really got much to vlog about. It's January and January is terrible. Um, I I've gathered everything up from previous boxes that I forgot to do once I've used it reviews on, like I usually do. I've neglected to do that in the last few months, so I'm trying to find everything and I've put them back in the boxes, so I'm going to film a few of them this afternoon, I think, so I'll probably be wearing the same clothes. This hideous jumper is one of my grandma jumpers. Grandma used to give us a terrible jumper every year for Christmas, and this is one of them. I can't throw it away. It's holy, and it was given to me in like 1993. But yeah, anyway, it's very nice and warm. So as the as Marie Kondo says, does it spark joy? Yes, it does. So here it is. I've also been watching Marie Kondo's KonMari series on Netflix, which is fab. I do recommend it. There's a couple of episodes that are a bit slow, but all in all, I've started KonMariing and I've done all of my folding. I've done all of my clothes. Well, most of my clothes. I've still got a few pieces to go through. I had more clothes than I actually knew I ever had, so that's definitely a thing. Um, I really need to sort that issue out, but with losing weight, that's going to be pretty easy, really. I've decided that I'll instead of doing what she does and she holds everything up and decides whether it sparks joy, I'm going to wear it, and if I like it, then I'm keeping it. If it's too big, it's going. If I don't like it, then it's going, because I have an absolute mountain of clothes that I don't need, and that most of it I don't wear. So I have like a pile of clothes, and as I go through it, I'm starting with the pile and then I'm putting away what I'm keeping. Obviously once I've washed it, because if it makes it to the washing machine, I've got a pile of stuff for washing that is to be donated, and the rest of it's just gone in the bin. Quite a lot of my grandma jumpers I've still got. Um, some of them are absolutely hideous, but I can't actually bring myself to donate them or throw them away. So yeah, KonMari, it's on Netflix. It's pretty good. Like I say, a couple of episodes are slow, but all in all, it's a really good show. I've just started watching Grace and Frankie, which I'm kind of behind on that trend, and it's fabulous. I want all of Frankie's jewellery because it's amazing. So hopefully I'm going to be making some bigger pieces, because I usually make small pieces like this one. I make small. That one's a Victorian garnet out of a ring. I make a lot of small pieces. I make fan pieces. How can I show this one? This one's my thumb ring. You've probably seen on camera before. It's an angel rune from Mortal Instruments, and I make a lot of small pieces. I don't really make big pieces, but watching Grace and Frankie and Frankie's jewellery has really inspired me. I'm going to start going bigger. I do like the idea of going bigger. Not quite sure how, because I haven't done anything like that, so we'll see how it goes. My guilty pleasure is back, and it hasn't been on TV for years. If anyone remembers Shipwrecked, it starts on Monday, and I am so excited because I love that show so much. I absolutely love it. Me and my partner years ago, when it was on, it was on a Sunday, I think it was. It was on a weekend on E4 or More4 or whatever it was called back then. And we used to watch it every Sunday morning and have breakfast and just relax. It was great. So that's back on a Monday, strangely enough, but oh well. So yeah, Slimming World is going steady. I put on a few pounds over Christmas, and it was Christmas, so you know that's perfectly fine. And I've taken that off, and I'm now lower than what I was. I'm at the lowest weight that I have been for a few years, so that's good. Some people, no, I don't think I've gone through it on my vlog. I've had quite a few issues this year because I actually fell on a pool of water inside a well-known supermarket, and it's damaged my hip. I know I feel like an old lady. It was a good job it was me that fell on the water and not the old lady who was behind me, shall we say. And the only lady who actually came up to see if I was okay, and which was, you know, I was trying to stop her from coming closer to the water because it was literally like a whole bucket full of water. So I'm currently suing the said well-known supermarket, and I'm in, well, I have been in quite a lot of pain, and I still am in quite a lot of pain. I take a lot of drugs. I'm very tired all the time. It keeps me up at night. I'm having lots of shooting pains, and my leg is completely numb from my knee to my thigh, up to my hip. The whole thigh is just completely numb. Um, and I have to go to physiotherapy, which is going well. Going very well. My physiotherapist is fantastic. She's quite young, but she's actually really good, and she really pushes me, so that's good. My hip is getting much better. The pain is more manageable. Um, so yeah, I'm actually been through lots of tests, and hopefully going to have a resolution to my suing them quite soon with any luck. I haven't really spoken about it much. It's still quite a trauma. It was quite traumatic. I pretty much did the splits and landed on a hardened concrete floor straight on my hip. And yeah, I was black and blue for a couple of weeks and could barely walk. It was that bad. The pain was so bad. And then I've got nerve damage. I've got permanent nerve damage, which the doctors have decided that it's probably never going to come back. So I'm probably going to have a numb thigh for my whole life. You could stab me in it and I wouldn't feel it. Yeah, it's not very nice. It's not pleasant at all, especially since it's not something that was self-inflicted. There was no signs. There was nothing. You couldn't see it because of the way that the strip lights were. It didn't highlight that there was water there. I couldn't see that there was a reflection of water, which usually you can. And not like walking outside. This was inside the shop. I walked around a corner and gone. But I'm very grateful that it was me and not the, like I say, and not the old lady, because then if this is what the damage has done to me, imagine what it would have done to her. So yeah, moving on. Christmas was good. We had a very nice, quiet Christmas. Just me, the other half, and our friend, and he came over. We had a lovely day. I did Christmas dinner, and it was just nice. We that was where all my sins came from, and where my weight gain the couple of pounds, because I had like 2 bottles of rosé on Christmas Day, and unlike me at all, because I don't drink pretty much ever. um, New Year was good. We went to Simon's Memorial for New Year's Eve for a few hours. That was really good, seeing everyone, because our whole community is very fragmented now. So, sorry, there's lots of ums in this one. I thought I'd planned out what I was going to say, but obviously not. We have found out exactly what happened to Simon, and basically if somebody had have known how to do the Heimlich maneuver properly, he would be alive today. So his parents are going to start a campaign when they can actually approach it and deal with it, but they're going to start a campaign on yeah, they're going to start a campaign on education and try and get people to actually know how to do basic CPR and the Heimlich maneuver, and so we're on board with that. Me and my partner, we're both going to be getting involved in that, so we'll see what happens. Moving on to better things, I have found I think it's everything £5 with an S, £5.com, which is a it's like a factory catalogue seconds website, and they sell everything for £5, and it's all clothes and shoes. So I have a terrible haul video that I need to upload, and it is terrible. I'm debating whether to upload it or not because I've never done a video like that before. So I think it looks pretty crap, but well, we'll see. I might be brave enough to upload it. I don't know. It is pretty rubbish. It's a short video, so I might do it and see what happens. So fair warning, if you watch the everything £5 video. I couldn't even remember what I'd ordered. I ordered like a blanket that's a mermaid tail blanket, and it's I couldn't even remember. I thought it was a jumper when I opened it. I'm like, what is this bright pink thing? Yeah, they're not too fast on delivery, but you know, I got half of the stuff in the sale, so it was like £2.99, so you can't really complain. They're not really slow on delivery. It came within a couple of weeks, and it was in the sale, so it's the second time I've bought from them. I got a couple of tops because I don't have anything that fits, and I needed something that fits. So yeah, it's good quality clothing. I mean, some of it was like £20–30, and you get it for a fiver because it's end of line and end of catalogue. It's really good. That's about it. I went to Slimming World last night. I got my bronze fitness award, and I lost another pound this week, which, considering I've had about 40 packets of crisps this week, I'm quite surprised that I actually still managed to lose weight. So that's always a bonus. Yeah, that's about it. So I don't know, I'm just rambling now. Life is fine. It's getting better. We're really gearing up now, getting ready to buy a house. Hopefully it will be in spring, late spring to summer. We already know the house that we're buying. It's a friend of ours who, well, a contractor that we use who's a joiner, and the house is immaculate. It is, you could just move straight into it. The kitchen is gorgeous. It's got a one of them really deep square pot Victorian style sinks. The bathroom is beautiful. The bath is beautiful, and I love to sit for 3 hours in a bath reading terrible books on my Kindle. It's perfect. It's off-road. It's off-road parking. It's got a garden and a little bit of a vegetable growing area. Perfect for the cats. It's next to fields. Speaking of cats, I don't have any in here today. Tiger is made herself into a little fortune cookie in bed. She goes under my snug fleecy blanket and then spins round and wraps herself up like a sweet. So when she literally looks like a Hershey's Kisses sweet wrapped up. It's quite funny. Wada, again, he is pretty much next to her, taking half of her heat because she gets really hot under there. Stumpy is currently laid on a radiator pretty much like this, with the radiator, and because it's very cold, it is really cold today. Everything was white outside, and that's not because of snow, that's because of frost. And Oscar, bless him, has been beaten up. He came in this morning, I don't know who's beating him up, I don't know what's happened. He came in wet, so he's been out into fields, and he's got all puncture wounds in his ears, so I've had to clean all of his ears. He's got scratches all over him, and he's pretty much been really quite savagely beaten up. He was limping as well, so I've had to give him some kitty painkillers and clean him up and wipe all of his wounds down and see how he goes. If there's no improvement by tomorrow in his limping, he's pretty much going to be going to the vets in the morning, so he's not going to like that at all. He pretty much hates us after we take him to the vet, so we try to treat him first, but you know, it gets to that point where you've just got to take him to the vets, don't you? But this afternoon we gave him some of his painkillers. The vet's given, obviously it's prescription, because he damaged his tail and he had painkillers for that. And the vet nurse, when I rang her this morning, said just give him a dose of that and see how he does and bring him in tomorrow if there's no improvement. So we gave him the dose, and he's limping less, but he's looking very sorry for himself. And I can't brush him or anything, which today was the day that I should be brushing all of the undercoat out of him, because he gets very knotty, and today was brush day, so can't do that because he's all scratched. So he looks like he's a stray again pretty much, because he's all raggedy and yeah, not looking good, but I'm sure he'll be feeling better tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. I've got a million shrimp in this tank, absolutely a million of them. I don't know why it looks cloudy, because it's not. It's got almond leaf in it, which they like to eat it, and it turns the water brown. But you can't see the shrimp. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. Since they don't have a fish eating them, they are really tiny. There's loads of them, absolutely loads. I love watching shrimp. As you can see, the Christmas tree is gone, the other tank is all gone, that's all sorted out. I'm doing a big workshop in a couple of weeks, so I've got all my stuff sorted out there that I'm taking with me to do the workshop, and all of the stuff cut out ready to go. I need to find a better storage solution for my workshop stuff, but this room is heated. There's not all of the rooms here are heated, so I can't put it anywhere else because it's paint, and if paint goes below 4 or 5 degrees and it's freezing out, then it's not usable anymore. So I'm stuck with where I can put my paint and things at the moment. As you can see, I've got some paint and pastes and stuff all here, but these two big shelving units are going to be going, hopefully, and I've got IKEA Kallax to put up and shelve it off and block it off properly. So, but I'm debating whether I should bother making them up, because you know we're going to be moving in like 3 months, so is there any point? I don't know. It's hard to decide. So I've waffled on for quite a while, and I'm gonna call that a day. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas and a fantastic New Year, and hope January isn't sucking so much for you. January blues, you know, there's not much daylight. It's actually a nice day today. You can actually see the sky today, which is pretty good. We've got pretty much no snow. Like everywhere else has got loads of snow. We have none, which is gutting because I love snow. My snow tyres are being wasted, and they're just using up loads of extra petrol because it's not snowing. Yeah, well, at least in the ice I can go anywhere. So I'm doing a big workshop not workshop, I'm doing a demonstration of make and take this weekend at a garden centre in Manchester. It's called Daisy Nook, and that's a craft thing, so I'll be demonstrating card making and doing a card making make and take, so that's going to be interesting. I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. I do miss going out and doing shows when I'm not doing them, but also when I'm doing them and I'm staying away from home. I hate being away from home. Catch-22, isn't it? I enjoy the shows, but I don't like being there. Anyway, that's enough rambling for me. I hope you have had a fab day, and I hope your January is looking up, and it's almost payday. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.